Holly. Listen, you're a dick. I thought it was all set up.
We are professionals.
We're not. Hello, everybody watching the stream. I had one job to do and I failed that, just starting the stream. I think. How are you doing, Holly?
I'm okay. Things are okay.
I'm glad. They're not okay though, but I'm glad that you're okay.
Yeah.
You're not okay. Are you okay? Look at me now. I'm going to get weird about it. Are you sure you're okay? Do you want to cry about it right now on the stream? I'm sorry, Holly.
No, I don't.
I'm really terrible at it. Okay, I'm terrible when I know that things are bad for people. I'm terrible at being discreet, not focusing on it. So I'm just going to stop.
So you're just going to focus on it?
Yep, I am. Our disclaimer's gone. It's gone.
What?
So listen, this is the disclaimer. Everything you can sue us. We got nothing. So, but also everything we say is based on information we gathered publicly, and or witnesses we talked to who reached out to us, and it's our opinions, and that's it. And it's speculation, yes, and this is circumstantial evidence. But let me be honest, there's a shit ton of it. So if you're not distracted tonight watching JF's parenting video or parenting education show. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the stream. And look what I found.
What?
Disclaimer: everything discussed in this stream is alleged. Everything is based on our opinions. Please do your own research.
Oh, thank God we have an adult with us.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. And just in case everybody's wondering why Rocky's being so weird, we got some bad news in our
family. It's
the
worst.
We got some bad news in our family. My dog actually has cancer, and we found out yesterday. So,
and it's so sad because the dog, first of all, is so super adorable. A little Mexican, but it's not Mexican. It's just from Mexico.
She's
and it's Mexican. Oh my God, she's so sweet. And then I feel bad because I was like, what's wrong with your dog? I just met it for the first time and I'm so sorry. Listen, I'm so sorry. I wish I'd never said anything. I wish I'd never pressured you to go to the vet. I wish I'd never done anything. And I'm sorry. And I'm really sorry the outcome because I really thought it was a bladder infection. I'm sorry.
Well, that's the thing. We thought it was a bladder infection, took her to the vet, and yeah. So that's why Rocky's being so weird.
I don't like it. I feel awful about it.
Well, and that's why I'm not the super happy, chipper self that I usually am, because we're pretty sad.
Yeah, it's horrible. So, from that bad news, I guess we can go.
Let's go to some more bad news.
Move on to shitty news. No. So I just want everybody watching to know tonight you're going to get the most organized, compiled timeline of evidence, because a lot of questions I find come up later and I'm like, and I can't answer them all in the comments. Plus, there's a lot of dicks in the comments. So I just wanted to do one stream, all the information. Kino, I'm going to send you this. I'm going to email you this, okay? Andy and Ashton, I will email you this so you can use it. And then you don't get confused and mix up information, because that does drive me nuts.
In your chat screaming.
Yeah, because it's very hard to get a comment in that chat. You have to do it 100 times over.
Yeah, or spend $100, which we don't have.
Yeah, we're broke. We don't get paid for this. We're not professionals like you guys. So this is going to be, that's what we're doing. There is some new information. There is some information at the end that will tell you how you can actually help, because you can help. And we'll just do a quick opening and say hello to everybody. After that, Holly, we're not doing questions until the very end.
Yeah. Okay. Question and answer period will be at the end of the stream. I'll be starring comments with questions. If we answer them during the stream, hopefully you're still watching, and we'll unstar so we don't have to cover things.
Okay. So let's see who's here tonight. I saw Messerschmitt and KVG Michael in Rumble. So hello to you guys. We got a Cat Lady Genocide. We had another appearance on Rumble with a lovely comment.
10 hours before the stream.
Yeah. Thank you, JF, also known as Cat Lady Genocide. We've got Dick Dickinson. Dickenstein. Sorry.
We like Dick Dickenstein.
Yeah, you do the names, Holly. You know I'm going to fuck it up. Sorry.
I'm trying to get the thing started. So I'm going up to the top. So Dick Dickenstein.
Yeah, thank you.
Anon, BS8KK. Hello, Commodore Marty. Welcome to the stream. KJV, of course, always happy to see you here. Then Lois Cache Z9K says that.
Yeah, he is. I agree.
Then, of course, Orgoth 884, GM for the people. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
And not watching the Parenting Toddler series.
Yeah, no, we're not watching that.
It's too bad.
Salty Australian, welcome back. Daryl Oliver, Holly's Rich.
JM.
JMHJ3SM, let's go Rocky Sisters.
Yes.
Zidalus, hello, ladies.
Holly's super wealthy.
Oh, yeah, I'm so wealthy.
You should. I mean, I think it is good. I just really advise everybody not to take parenting advice from JF because it's terrifying when you hear the more.
Yep.
And this also gets into. I just want to follow up on two things, Holly, from the thing. Dylan Woods, have we said hi to everybody, pretty much?
No, we've got Wild Saffron. We've got Scott.
Oh, hi, Scott. Me and him have been talking on Telegram. He's helping me fix it.
Joanne, and thank you for the kind thoughts about my dog.
It's so awful.
Hard. But thank you for the kind comments. I appreciate it. And then Salty Australian says, "Good day, PPP. I know you're watching."
Yes, Oily Film. Hello.
Oily Film. Do you need help?
Yeah, I need a lot of help. I do. Mm-hmm. Oh, the pipe.
I have to work soon, but I'll watch this later. Also, learn about murder first, then parenting. That's
perfect.
That's usually the. Yeah. Oh, and Pie Case has shown up. So that right. So far, everybody. Sorry if I missed anybody. Like I said, my brain is not all here today.
All right. Well, let's get this bitch started.
Let's get this show on the road.
I have a 10-page timeline for everybody. Okay.
Yep.
So we're just gonna go through it. It might be fast a bit, and you guys can take notes. You can come back and take notes later if you're trying to keep track of things. It's fine, but we're just gonna start. Okay. So it's like a chronological order, okay? And it's going to include red flags, everything, all the circumstantial evidence. So, about Elora Patoine. She's born in 1992. That's approximately, okay? She's 32 or 33 years old today. They don't put her actual year of birth on any of the missing person posters. I don't know why.
Yeah, which is weird.
It is. She's from Quebec. She has 2 children. One was born in November 2020. One was born in August 2022. Her neighbors consistently, I was going to put this up, her picture. I'll put her poster up while we talk about her.
Oh, yeah.
Her missing persons poster. Where are you, Elora? There you are. And I'm going to put us over. How do I put us over, Holly? Over there.
You want me to do it?
You
got it.
All right. So neighbors consistently described Elora as friendly, thoughtful, sweet-natured, the kind of person who would bring small gifts, stop to chat, and offer to help. Friends viewed her as deeply devoted to her children and hoping for a peaceful, simple life close to nature. Over time, she became increasingly isolated, cut off from medical care and outside support. According to multiple accounts, cameras were installed inside the tiny home her and JF shared. One was in the living room facing the kitchen, and another was upstairs in the bathroom, wired to a monitor in JF's studio, allowing for continuous observation. JF reportedly justified the surveillance by saying he feared she would take his children. We will be going over very fast. I've got it on like 2 times fast, the video of the house, and I'm going to pause it so you can see where the cameras are. I find a lot of people skim over the cameras, and I think I did too the first 2 times I watched it.
Yes.
Elora's family. She has a brother and a sister. She's both her parents. They've chosen not to participate publicly in the search or discussion. According to JF boasts to his later partner, even when Elora appeared bruised, her parents didn't care. This claim cannot be independently verified, but it adds to the picture of extreme isolation. She remains officially listed as a missing person. No independent verified sightings have been produced to date.
Correct.
Now, I want to get into one thing. This is a little off the timeline, but it's in order in my book here. It's about postpartum psychosis. I cannot tell you how much I sincerely believe that is what she was suffering from. And it goes with the no white guilt and this. So if you guys just bear with me, I am going to
present the case.
I'm going to put up the postpartum video I've downloaded. Holly's been at work all day while I was doing this, Holly. Sorry, just one moment. Where is it? There we go. Okay, we're doing that. And I'm going to go here to media. Motherfucker. I want you to keep an open mind and think about this. Let's watch this video, and then we're going to look at her with no white guilt. And I want you to tell me, because the video of her in no white guilt, it appears to be done in 2020 or 2021. I can't find the exact date, but that would be after she had her first baby. And it makes her entire situation with no white guilt make sense. So here's a little synopsis of postpartum psychosis.
Postpartum psychosis is a mental health condition that occurs in mothers following childbirth, usually in the first 2 to 4 weeks. The symptoms of postpartum psychosis are severe and of sudden onset and include delusions and hallucinations. Delusions are fixed false beliefs, such as paranoid and persecutory delusions that someone is watching and following you and that they want to harm you. A hallucination is a sensory experience in the absence of an external stimulus. A person who is hallucinating can hear, see, smell, and or feel things that are not real. A person can also experience manic and or depressive symptoms during postpartum psychoses. Manic symptoms can include excessively elevated and expansive mood, hyperactivity, pressurized and incoherent speech, racing thoughts, restlessness, and disinhibition, including sexual disinhibition. Depressive symptoms include pervasively low mood, reduced pleasure, social withdrawal, tearfulness, decreased energy and motivation, loss of appetite, and difficulty sleeping. People with postpartum psychosis can also experience confusion and drift in and out of consciousness. Postpartum psychosis is relatively rare and occurs in 1 in every 1,000 childbirths. However, given the rapid onset and severity of the symptoms and the risks to both the mother's health and safety and that of the child, it is crucial that symptoms are recognized early and that treatment is given as soon as possible. Early intervention is associated with better outcomes for both mother and child. Treatment usually occurs in a hospital setting and can include medications such as mood stabilizers, antipsychotics, and antidepressants. Okay, I hope you found that helpful. As always, this video is for educational purposes only. Please.
Okay, so we've got that. Listen, when you watch this now, there's been a lot of confusion from people who've asked, was she saying to JF, I think you're trying to kill me? Like, was that just because a lot of people have only seen the clips? We're about to watch the full clip here. She's very clearly talking to no white guilt.
There's been a few comments that I've seen. Of course, we watch Kino Casino now.
Yeah.
But there has been, I noticed in their chat, a few comments that she wasn't talking to no white guilt. She was actually talking to JF. About JF.
Yeah.
And she was bursting into the scene to try it's a cry for help. And the more I watch it, I don't know which I think. If she was yelling at him or so. Watch this and
I'm
tell you.
positive she was yelling at no white guilt. I wish she was yelling at JF. It would make it kind of more like easy for this, but
Yeah, it would make it easier
to try and be like, look, she even knew you're doing it. But okay, so I'm gonna push. So I go full screen. All right, now let's listen up.
In his response, some things that are very surprising to me. And this debate goes in parallel to an interaction that has happened indirectly between All-Type and Mama
It's right now.
No.
I get your first.
Mama JF still hasn't come to appreciate no white guilt.
This is what took place. These are the kinds of
Hey,
people
maybe
they
we
are.
could have
This
done
is
that.
what we have to arrest. Is that Mama JF? I thought I heard something. Anyhow,
I had to mute Mama JF because she was telling some mean things about no white guilt. I apologize. Everyone who's a fan of the show knows that Mama JF has an uncontrollable and irrational hate of no white guilt, and we don't hate her for it. It's just a brain spark that she has where she construes no white guilt as someone else.
First of all, he looks like a fucking monkey. I just need to say that. And he irritates me so much. I cannot stand this man. I cannot stand the way he talks about her. She's right there. She clearly believes what she's saying. You can see it. She gets teary. Oh, shut up, JF.
She was very upset.
All right.
and then she comes right back.
All right. Sorry about that. So my voice is super weak, so I'm just gonna try to make
Now she doesn't want you to talk.
Okay. So don't everything is going bad tonight. I have Mama JF pissed off at NWJ. I barely can speak. All right, let me try to recollect my points here. When the Civil War comes is a factual question, because we are headed toward the end, and unfortunately with my voice it's impossible to do much more than this. Oh
gosh.
no, I cannot let you talk to it because you say stuff that will get me banned from YouTube.
The public space.
I cannot let my Mama JF be violent toward no white guilt on YouTube or mention.
Just let her talk.
And I'm such a likable guy.
Yes. All right. So I'm going to read the super chats and then. All right. Lawrence Forbes says, does Mama JF really have an issue with no white guilt, or is she just fooling around? She has an actual issue.
I need to.
It's so uncomfortable to watch.
It's very uncomfortable.
Don't say anything violent.
No, I want to.
What do you have to say?
No, I get seriously. You tried to kill me, okay?
Okay.
And I'm fucking sick that you're fucking me with me. You always follow me everywhere, and
All right.
and you say you want to make spiritual movement, but you fucking tried to kill me for 3 years, okay? You're a fucking
Okay.
psychopath, man.
T'en as assez dit, maintenant va-t'en. Okay, so the answer to the super chat is that Mama JF mistakes no white guilt for someone who has committed.
This is the dumbest shit I've ever fucking heard from a guy who supposedly got his PhD. What he's about to say is bullshit. I know lots of people who have had violent traumatic experiences, and this is not what fucking happens.
Acts of violence against her. So that's why you see her currently sad. Mama JF has been the victim of an act of violence. It was not by no white guilt at all. She is confused, and because she is confused, she associates no white guilt with... Okay, now I told her to not come back. You don't come back. So She has been the victim of acts of violence that were not performed by no white guilt at all. However, as it is the case with some people who are victim of acts of violence, they have difficulties associating who did that to them, and they sometimes unfairly reproach the act to a random
That's
person.
bullshit.
The random person that the brain of Mama JF has identified in the world is no white guilt. For some reason, he showed his face on a stream and she thought that he is the one who hurt her. It is not. However, it is very hard to explain to a victim of crimes
Oh my God.
that the association that they've done in their brain is not the right one. So that is the full story. Again, I apologize, no white guilt, but I think he's got used to it. And so at this point, there's nothing I can do other than explain the situation. Oh no, this one I will not read because it's an appeal to crimes.
So folks, keep your eye on that. The final thing I want to say, very last thing I want to say, JF, is that I am deeply moved and saddened by what happened to Mama JF. And it troubles my heart and burdens my heart that she sees me on the screen and believes she's seeing someone who inflicted some sort of pain or harm upon her. I send nothing but sympathy and much love to her. And if I could, I would put my arms around her and show her that I have nothing but love for her. I'm not this person that harmed her in the past. So I'm very sorry for that. And I take absolutely no insult from that, no umbrage whatsoever. So I want you and Mama JF to know that I feel for you as well, JF. I feel for you both. This is obviously was a traumatic thing. And I wish that if I had the power within me, I would make those awful memories go away. So thank you.
Perhaps one day. It was a great pleasure talking to you. No white guilt. And it's always a pleasure. So have a great day.
Is he crying?
All right.
Yeah.
I was very moved by his last words for Mama JF. People are asking on the chat, they want to know if Mama JF is doing okay. So, Mama JF, are you there? Do you want to come? I've removed no white guilt from the chat. If you want to come say hi to people, they wanted to make sure that you're doing okay. Well, it seems that she is still in the room, and so she may be too emotionally triggered. All right. I needed to go sneeze a little bit and dry out my tears.
10 years ago, they don't grow, look!
Her hair doesn't grow, she says.
It's not my fault!
It is obvious that JF accepts you for who you are.
Let's have a look at the super chat. Lukadar says, this is the kind of stuff that inevitably happens when you let women in, even in the small cameo appearances that JF has allowed Mama JF. Oh yeah, and people will remember that at the beginning of the show, I was always pushing Mama JF off the webcam, but she has chosen herself to appear, so I respect her right to speak when she wants to say something. 222 Cream says, something's not right. Mama JF loves and respects JF. He assures her NWG isn't the guy. Yet she seems convinced, even with mixed up survivor brain. What the fuck? Well, I will say to that, I really like that's why I was really touched by NWG's attitude with this. All
right, we're done with him. I'm done.
Yeah,
I can't. He's a fucking idiot. So she was serious. She was talking to No White Guilt. She was. I do believe that 100%. She was constantly, and she said it. No White Guilt. You're a fake. You're a shapeshifter. We all know rationally he is not a shapeshifter. Okay, but what else could cause that? Obviously a delusion, but her delusion carried on. So that's why I'm really, if the No White Guilt thing had happened after the baby, I'm 100% convinced she had postpartum psychosis, because we know he never got follow-up care for her from a doctor. He didn't believe in it, and I think she also didn't want to go to doctors either. So it's not just him for that, but he knows better. And if somebody's acting psychotic, right, you don't just put cameras up in your house and try and treat it in your house. Like it's like they're science experiments for him. He's fucked. So that's what I wanted to say about that. Holly, do you want to read off the things about the postpartum
psychosis? Yeah.
Just
so
takeaways.
Yeah, because I go back and forth on that video, and part of me thinks if that was right after she had the baby, she gave birth at home. She had no health care whatsoever. She had no aftercare. No,
she did with the first baby. She had a midwife, and the midwife did do aftercare, but the second one, none.
The second one, none. So if she's incoherent and that delusional, like I'm going to use the word delusional, then it has to be an extreme imbalance in hormones after you give birth, right? And it does happen to women. That's why they need loving and caring partners to take care of them after they've given birth, and
to make decisions for them, like if they need to go to the doctor.
Yes, we need men. we love
do.
Men,
like proper men.
Proper men.
Yeah.
Sorry, which did you want me to read? The clinical
symptoms.
Okay, so postpartum psychosis, key symptoms and risks. So the common symptoms are severe confusion, disorientation, delusional beliefs, extreme suspicions, paranoia, hallucinations, rapid mood swings, agitation, and insomnia, disorganized or incoherent speech. Risks if untreated, so danger to self or others, impaired infant care, rapid deterioration without urgent medical intervention. So in the context here, witnesses observed confused, disorganized speech on Elora's stream appearances and no access to medical care, combined with isolation and surveillance with the cams that are all over the place. Plausibly, this does fit a postpartum mental health crisis that was left untreated. I noticed with this one here, the video, he looks extremely embarrassed while she's doing that as well.
Well, he is. He's totally not prepared. It's fine to not have all the answers. Sometimes you have to go to somebody else for the answers, but he is so stubborn and thinking that he knows everything. The same reason his children have not seen doctors, because he is the doctor. He is the genius. He is the smartest man in the fucking room. And so he doesn't need help, but that's not true. We all need help. Everybody needs to get some assistance sometimes.
Yep.
So
a little help sometimes.
Yeah. So like, and this is not giving JF a pass either, obviously, if he murdered her because she was having a psychotic fit.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Well, I just said if. I mean, I feel like everything you hear in this is alleged. I do want to point out one fun fact, though, about this delusion. So JF's been really panicking that we're going to try and make him look like a pedophile today. He's been saying it all over the internet. We're not. We're going to relay out the facts. If you look like a pedophile, that's on you. JF, your Elora had been accusing you of being a pedophile before she had babies. So that delusion, if you want to call it that, was not related to postpartum psychosis. That was a strong belief that she had, strong enough to make you leave your father's funeral because she was accusing you of looking at your nieces as a pedophile. So that's not us. This is us relaying the information. If it makes you look bad, that's on you.
Well, that's the thing. We've never accused him of that.
Nope.
I never even thought that about him.
Nope. I mean, there's some fucking questionable things in here that make you look like a fucking weirdo, but that's fine. Yeah. A creepy weirdo too.
He said some rather strange things about in a survival situation, you'll be taking in children into your family. And when the young girl becomes pubescent, sometimes you may have to propagate the species. And that's me paraphrasing what he said.
Yeah, you said it way nicer than he's disgusting. But okay, so let's go to the timeline of events. I will start with that one, Holly, and then you can go to the next one after that, which is the next bold one or whatever. All right, so timeline of events. We're going to start at the very beginning before Elora. Okay, so 2015, Duke University, JF is not welcomed back following an inappropriate relationship with an undergraduate. His third marriage to, I'm not going to say, well, everybody knows who she is, I'm sure, can figure it out, was marked by red flags. Hospital security used an alias and escorts for for Newton around the birth. Later, custody proceedings deny JF visitation. He is not even allowed visitation, not even supervised visitation. He is not allowed any visitation. That is huge. They don't do that often. That is not it's not just we're a man-hating family court. They will fuck you around and they will, yes, waste your money and whatever, but they're not going to deny any access. Even people in prison, both in the States and in Canada, have visiting rights with their children. Their children are expected to come to visit them in the jails. So for JF to not be allowed around that child at all, that says a lot. 2017, the Texas case, JF meets the 19-year-old who's developmentally delayed. This court psychologist assessed her mental capacity of a 12-year-old. Her parents received custody and protective orders are sought. JF notes described, professional notes described JF as a narcissistic predator. In 2018 to 2022, relationship with Elora and early concerns. In 2018, JF first contacts Elora on Twitter. Elora contacted him, but he reciprocated. Yes. He also had his second baby was in 2018 from a fling. Like, he was just one after the other. He's like 2017 and 2018, he was just fucking anything that moved. They moved to O'Leary. Yes. They moved to O'Leary, Princess Island. 2019, this says, the JF's father dies at the funeral. Elora repeatedly accuses JF of looking at young nieces inappropriately, causing him to leave early. November of 2020, their daughter is born. In 2021, Montreal women's shelter, Elora leaves JF and seeks refuge at a women's shelter in Montreal, unable to bring her young child because JF wasn't going to let her take the kid. After objecting to a trans-identifying male client being housed there, staff asked her to respect all clients. She refused to recant, and she was asked to leave. Now, people have asked, have you found the shelters? No. Shelter records are confidential. This incident cannot be independently confirmed due to privacy laws. So, yeah, like, maybe the RCMP could figure it out if they knew which one or whatever. They could get a warrant. I don't know. But, I mean, that's, at this point, I don't think that's going to happen.
Yep.
Return and surveillance of Elora with nowhere to go. Elora returns back to JF, back to the tiny home. Indoor cameras are used to monitor continuously via studio monitor. Mental health on streams of Elora appears confused, disorganized. No medical care is offered. August 2022, their son was born at home without medical assistance. A midwife visiting, so the midwife that delivered the first baby, she did stop in to check in and see how everybody was doing, and I spoke with her. She reported to me that there was a giant freshly dug hole in the backyard at the house. She has already been interviewed by the police. The police already have this information. The hole was huge.
Jackie, chicken bedtime?
The hole was so big, it didn't make any sense. So she asked them, what are you guys doing with that? Because it was right outside the back door. And JF and Elora said it was for a home extension. They're going to build a home extension. This home extension was never built. And just to further on that, I just want to make it clear. 10 out of 10 never saw a hole. The new homeowners who bought the house never saw a hole. So between the birth of his son and before 10 out of 10 got there, that hole was filled. What the fuck is in the hole? Okay, that's what I want to know. But and maybe we would have better information if the police would have searched, but they didn't. So Holly, can you handle from here to the 2023 part?
Yep. So in 2023, so this is the disappearance and immediate aftermath. So in May of 2023, neighbor reports no sightings of Elora or the children for 30 plus days. So that's when CPS and the RCMP do a check-in. So then June and July of 2023, JF claims Elora planned a solo off-grid camping trip, says that she collected seeds and knives and camping materials from Canadian Tire. So that's when he mentioned Canadian Tire.
Holly, I put a note on here, but it's not on yours. I'm sorry. I just got to interrupt you. Just because we're going this, I just want to show everybody her last appearance on JF's stream was right before this child welfare call from the neighbor. I want you guys to watch it. You can go back and find it again. I can put the link in the chat. Once we pause it, you can see bruising on her. She looks rough, by the way. And this is her last appearance. So I'll just push play on that. Sorry, Holly. Didn't mean to interrupt you, but
nope, that's fine. You got your note.
That note was not on yours. Okay, hold on. Where are we going here? Okay. Video. Share screen, sorry. Last appearance. Share. Big screen. How do we do it? There we go. Go big. Can you see it, Holly?
Going to be
Is it showing on the stream?
The video? Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, it's up.
Okay, good. Just making sure. Okay. So this is her very last appearance on JF's stream before she disappears.
It's okay. Oh yeah. Here, I'm going to be very submissive, and I'm going to make my submissive display so that at the end of it, when we look at the whole recording, people can see me as being the disengaged one, as being the one de-escalating the violence. I just got you, motherfucker. And here I am being extra submissive. I know it's not her natural way of being, because she's not been like that for the last 2 minutes. But she starts going full subordination. I'm going to get you what you need.
I need some space.
I need some space.
Okay, I love you.
I love you.
I love you very much.
I love you very much. Now, for Steven Crowder to answer, I don't love you, that is an error. You have to be careful with this. You don't want to
I hate his analysis of this. It's so dumb.
overly
It is. He shouldn't be
in
given advice.
submission of your woman. So here, Crowder
Like,
was
you need to get your
successful
woman to submit.
at being
made a
clear
big
about
mistake here.
his issues that he takes with her wordings. He's been successful at this, but he shouldn't be so greedy as to say, I don't love you. That being said, while it's an error technically in terms of looking okay, and here I can see that Mama JF is coming. What's up, Mama JF? Did you like this review up to now?
Yes, but I wasn't really watching. I was doing something else, but I would like to say something about women.
About woman?
Yes, because I really agree with you, DF.
Her hand is her one hand that she keeps hiding has bruising on it. When we did do this, I don't know why I didn't bring up the fucking still shots of it. She's got a scrape or something on her cheek, but her arm, right? I don't know if you guys can see with the mouse. See me? Like, I'm gonna zoom around it.
The inside of her arm.
It's bruised, and it's very much hand bruise. And again, this is the very last stream. Child welfare was called shortly after.
Like, woman, oh my god, like seriously, when I go to the library and I'm like, I look at the book and then I'm like, was this book from a man or from a woman? And like, if it's from a woman,
Like, look at how red he's getting
Put
and
it
that
back on the
face
shelf.
that he's making.
Yeah, I don't know anything that was ever written. Maybe Harry Potter, wasn't it good? J.K. Rowling? No.
That's just what I wanted to say.
All right, Mama JF, thank you for being here. We have stuff falling in the studio. See, I was talking about the
He's such a
instinct
cunt.
of distractions of women. Mama JF just tries to come, and we have things falling from our shelves. Sometimes they will destroy things without even wanting it. Anyways, going back. Steven Crowder is committing a slap.
Okay, that's enough of you fucker.
So in that situation, it almost, like, when she comes in, she's like talking about how obedient she is, and she loves her man, and she's JF is right about all women, and
yeah,
and it seems like she was told to come in and say that. That wasn't a genuine.
I don't know, or she really does, like, she's been brainwashed. I don't know. I just know she looks uncomfortable. She looks like she's lost a lot of weight. She looks rough. She clearly hasn't been outside. The neighbors weren't lying. She's zero son. Like, he is not a provider making a good life for her. No, not at all.
Yeah.
All right. So now where were we? Sorry, back to you, Holly. I have no more videos for this section.
No, that's okay. But like him gritting his teeth while she's
Yeah,
talking.
he looks
He's-
like he's filled with rage and contempt.
He's very enraged at that point. Like I've seen that look on people's faces before, and it's not a pleasant look where they're trying to be good for those who are watching, but yet he's holding it inside.
And just one quick reminder to the chat: we are going to do your questions and comments after we go through this timeline.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been starring.
Okay, good job, Holly.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so neighbor reports no sightings. We were at that one. He did state that she had collected seeds, knives, and camping materials from Canadian Tire. He told us Canadian Tire. He in the beginning mentioned Amazon.
Oh, okay, yeah. So she'd been planning this trip.
She'd been planning this off-grid trip for a while. July 17th, 2023 afternoon, JF claims he dropped Elora in Borden, PEI, near the Confederation Bridge, and then went to Wendy's. The contradictions in this is Elora only took a small backpack, jeans, t-shirt, and a jacket, none of the camping gear. He never mentions the camping gear ever again, that he dropped her off with the camping gear. He left it somewhere for her. The camping gear is never mentioned again.
No, and also Lindy, she said her name, so it doesn't matter. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 made it. She said that in the home, all of Elora's clothing, all of her bathroom stuff, all her hygiene stuff, her brush, her pick or whatever, and her hand lotions. And she apparently loves hand lotion. There's hand lotion in every corner of the house, in the car and everything. This stuff was all left behind. Elora had a lot of granola and nuts and stuff like that. You'd think like that's easy enough to carry with you if you're going to go live off grid. She'd left all that stuff behind. Elora literally took nothing with her.
Yeah, and he did mention, there was in the chat here, he talked about her buying a little seat for the forest for her to sit in. I remember that. Somebody mentioned that here. Thanks.
Where did that go?
Yeah, so did she take the seat with her when you dropped her off? This little seat? I don't know. Just very, very unusual, very, very strange, very, very inconsistent. So she goes missing, aka off to go camping on this wilderness survival adventure.
Mm-hmm.
JF comes home after that, goes radio dark, and then comes back and says that he has spent 3 days cleaning, sanitizing, and remodeling the house and purging all of her belongings. He got rid of every speck of anything that was of her in that house. He never reports her missing.
And again, Lindy has confirmed that that is not true. He did not bring back any, or he had not thrown out her stuff. It was all still there. So he's a liar. Again, he's a liar. Cat lady genocide. Are you getting that? He's a liar.
He mentioned she mentioned the wardrobe, right? Like he goes
all
into the
clothes,
bedroom,
everything.
And the wardrobe closet for Americans was full of all of her clothes. So all of her clothes and her belongings that for 3 days were supposedly being purged.
Yeah.
So yet another contradiction in what was
stupid statement.
So July 19th, 2023, RCMP later mentions an unconfirmed sighting in New Brunswick. No proof was released, no footage or witness corroboration. It's not listed in her missing persons file. So whether that was just an internet whatever, or it was something that was planted to make,
I won't believe it till I see a still photo of it. I want to see a still photo.
No. So late July, August 2023, Elora's digital footprint ceases. No messages, no posts, no banking. He had exclaimed that she left everything behind. She only took her phone with her.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't take any bank cards.
No,
didn't
she made
take
sure he had. Don't worry, she made sure he had the cards and he had access to the accounts. She
Yeah.
called him to confirm, like, you've got all the account numbers and you're good to go with my money.
the
Because that makes
passwords.
sense.
You got everything. I signed everything over to you. It's all good. Because I'm going to disappear forever, so you don't want to have any financial troubles.
Yeah, exactly. Enjoy my granola.
Enjoy my
Fucking idiot.
granola and my
Children.
and my children.
Yeah, none of this makes sense on any rational level, but anyways, fine.
Yeah, because that's how it happens. So end of September 2023, a social worker officially reports her missing. And this is based on concerns about a doctor's visit.
Yeah, probably somebody was trying to get her care for her psychosis.
Yeah, so somebody official has been trying to get a hold of her, has seen no proof of life, so they report her missing. So it's not him or his family or her family or anybody. It's actually a government worker.
So he had 3 months. Can you imagine that? 3 months head start to clean up and cover his trail. Fucker.
So then October. So she was dropped off in July 17th.
Yeah.
October 2023, missing persons alerts are issued for her.
Mm-hmm.
So July, August, September, October. So 3 months later.
Yeah, 3 months. Yeah.
Well, 4 months later is when an actual missing persons report is created and put into circulation. Then when that happens, JF does not make any public pleas to help find her.
That part drives me nuts, you guys. You look on any Facebook post, you just scroll Facebook for 5 minutes. There's somebody going, oh my God, my dog is gone. Please help me find my dog. This is what they look like, blah, blah, blah. He hasn't done one plea for her return. Not once. Not once. And it isn't because he's respecting their liberties. It's because he's a self-centered fuck who knows where she is. He doesn't want her found.
Well, that's the thing. It's like if she's a 007, incredibly intelligent, has crossed borders like a ninja. She's so smart. She's probably never be able to catch her. She's probably sitting and laughing.
He literally compared her to Edward, which guy?
Edward Snowden.
Yeah,
she
did.
She read Edward Snowden's books and memorized it, and then she's running from everything. But anyway, just on one breath, she's delusional and stupid and crazy and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But in the other hand, she's so insanely intelligent that no one on the face of the planet, no government, no cops, no Real Housewives of Alberta will ever be able to find her. And she's laughing maniacally at the fact that we're trying to locate where this poor woman is gone. So fast forward to October 2023. So the same month.
Yeah, sorry. I'll start at December 2024, but you carry on then. Okay, till then.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So that's basically JF makes no public pleas. No public pleas. Like Mama JF, please let people know that you're okay. People are concerned about you. We know you don't want to be found, but can you please give us a proof of life? No one will come looking for you. Here's a voice recording. Something. I'm worried about her. I love her. It's the mother of my children. The kids are asking about her. Nothing.
I promise you, my ex, I'm pretty sure almost all of them too, would have definitely done a little bit more than that. And not because they love me. It's because it's the right thing to do.
Oh yeah, she's the female Jason Bourne.
Yes.
She had passports and rubber face masks, and she's flying all over the world.
Okay.
Anyway,
it's nuts.
So October 2023, summer 2024.
Yeah. Well, no, just go to March 2024, Holly. So you're still going.
Okay. So let's see. March 2024, Lindy arrives. So 10 out of 10 arrives in PEI. So there's that new online relationship that develops. He is opened up insemination station again, taking applicants. And
I do want to quickly, I forgot to say this. A lot of people have asked, why did Lindy choose to go after JF knowing what she knew? I have talked to her. And I also want to say my goal in having her on the stream was never to pit like pick a side, JF or Lindy. Like, who do you like better? That wasn't the goal. I was excited about the information she was bringing about Elora and about his parenting and stuff, because I felt that very, it was awful, but it was also very good to hear some other information. So I'm sorry that got miscued, but Lindy had a tragedy in 2021. She was engaged to be married to a guy who was a psychologist. And he was a really, really good man, and he was really handsome, and they were in love, and he was murdered.
Yep.
That was traumatic. I mean, beyond like completely traumatizing. I think she got depressed. And what happens when women get depressed? We make bad choices. So you can understand it or not. I'm not giving her an excuse. I'm just saying that is her history that led her to make the decisions she made. And one little quick thing I want to quickly say about the Lindy side of things. She did not contact child welfare when she was there because she was there. She was making things better. She didn't think the kids were at risk when she was there because they weren't. Mm-hmm. She was providing what JF hadn't been providing for them. She was teaching them. So I can understand why she didn't call, because the kids were not technically being neglected at that time. And yes, she has contacted child welfare multiple times since leaving. So there we go. I'll just summarize that, and then you can carry on.
So, so this poor lady that's been having this online affair with this guy, JF, he convinces her to come up to Canada to visit. And that's usually how online relationships go. You start chatting, you do some voice calls, you do some video calls, you develop the feelings, you get, the feelings. And then finally, JF starts to love bomb her and shower her with gifts and
Bitcoin
and all that stuff. And she's like, oh, maybe this is a good guy. He's a good provider. He's smart. He's funny. He's witty, right? He's got some sort of appeal. And then she shows up in PEI, and he picks her up at the airport. And we showed the picture of what he looked like when he picked her up at the airport. So she was
deeply disappointed. You should see her ex.
She was disappointed. But I'm going to put my opinion in this. She's a good person. So she's like, well, I like this guy. So I'm going to put looks aside, and I'm going to give him a chance. I don't want to be shallow.
I also do believe it was a one-way ticket, and the goal was, because they had been planning this, he was supposed to drive her back to the States. She didn't have a return ticket. Maybe she didn't have access to the money at the time. I never actually asked.
Who knows what? But that's just my opinion. That's how I'm putting my flavor on it. So if that's totally false, you can kick me in balls.
Well, I don't know.
So she shows up at that house. She finds the home dilapidated, hoarded, unsanitary, even after JF's 3-day clean and sanitizing, and a got junk haul that was taken out. So he had cleaned before this, right?
Yeah.
So all of Elora's belongings are still present: clothes, lotions, hygiene products, contradicting the camping trip narrative or the survivalist narrative. You think she'd take like another shirt or another pair of socks?
A tampon or something?
Or a tampon. Well, anybody who knows anything about survivalism, is the most important part is your feet. You have to keep your feet clean and dry. So any bug out bag is going to contain at least 8 pairs of socks of different types: cotton, silk, wool, so you can keep your feet dry. Well, she's a 007 smartest survivalist in the world.
She's got robo feet.
She would know this, but no, she wore a t-shirt and jeans and a jacket.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the children that were presented to 10 out of 10 were
reported.
Daughter was a nudist. She ran around. They both lacked basic toileting and hygiene skills for their ages. The son played with his feces. They both had severe cavities from lack of dental care. She had to cut the little girl's hair because it was dreaded and matted so badly that she had to go in with scissors and clean up her hair so you could actually brush her hair. And that story is all on our previous stream with 10 out of 10, the one that got away.
This is new information. This little bit here, we didn't share this last stream, but we're going to, because child welfare haven't showed up yet.
Yeah. So devices, which this part blows my fucking mind.
It makes me
So
absolutely mad. And
JF
sick.
relies on iPads, iPhones, technology to occupy his kids. He boasts his young daughter found birthing videos on YouTube and would watch them with great excitement.
Yes. So this nonverbal child, right, is apparently she was just scrolling through her YouTube, and then you know how you can do that, like whatever, you can scroll it, you get to a different video, whatever, and you end up in a different subject. Fine. She's a child who's only watched, you know, kid stuff, right? Supposedly. Then all of a sudden, after Lindy leaves, she's watching birthing videos. A 5-year-old is watching birthing videos and then pointing at her vagina and saying baby, and JF thinks that's funny. He thinks it's cute. That does not ring true to me at all. That doesn't seem plausible in any way, shape, or form. Also, she's 5 and she's pointing and saying baby, so you can tell where her verbal skills are. I'm sorry if that upsets people. This is something that JF has told to Lindy. This is not, I mean, we can't verify it, but it seems plausible with Mr. Insemination and his obsession with breeding. I could see him. I could see him being like, let's educate the babies.
Well, we have to teach the female babies on what they're good for on this planet.
Yeah.
So at 4 years old, she needs to learn that she's basically just an insemination station.
Yeah.
Right. So the thing that gets me about that is JF is supposedly so forward thinking and so anti-society and so anti-government and anti-WEF and all the stupid things. He yet then gives his children the number one control devices of the regime to train his children for him. You think that someone that was anti everything would first
protect them at all costs from any
allow
of it.
Their children to be raised by technology, instead be raised strictly by, you know, a good father and a good mother, and teach them morals and values and the great things about their whiteness or whatever. But no, he's going to give them iPads.
Yeah.
Right. That, to me, it just sits really weird.
Everything about him is really weird.
Oh, well, yeah. So 10 out of 10, she was compassionate. She wanted to stay and take care of the kids and make sure the kids were okay. And I understand why her heart would go out to the children, seeing in that state and thinking that, you know what, if she just stays, she can actually make a difference in their lives and make sure that they're not neglected. She spent time cleaning the house too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, a lot of time.
Yeah, like she spent time cleaning and organizing and trying to get the house into some semblance of a home.
Yeah.
So the kids have a nice, and her has a nice place to stay. Summer 2024.
Oh, I can do this part now, Holly.
Okay, yeah. So summer 2024, and I'm passing the torch.
All right. Summer 2024, U.S. border. Lindy prepares to go home. JF drives her to the border. The Border Patrol detains them for 8 hours. Denies JF entry. Why did he deny them entry? Well, let's see. JF presents a power of attorney for Elora's property finances and the kids, and it was flagged as questionable. They were questioning the authenticity of this power of attorney. The same power of attorney that JF used to sell the house in PEI. Those lawyers didn't question the authenticity of it, but Border Patrol did. What the fuck? How can you have so many different standards, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so he was denied entry. Officer privately asks Lindy, do you know who you're with? Do you know his history? Trying to warn her. In late 2024, Quebec 911. Okay, here. This is where we got to, he's at his mom's house. Well, September 2024, Lindy's traveling versus child, what? Sorry, I might have screwed that up. Okay, here. October 2024, PEI, Child Protection, and RCMP visit the home. They confirm the kids are there and alive and plan to return on Monday to actually interview the kids. This was a Friday night. That Friday night, JF panics, coils himself around Lindy like a snake on the airbed, crying for a while, then decides what? On the airbed, yeah, with no sheets. And then decides we have to leave now. literally, we have to leave now. We're leaving tonight. We're going to Quebec. He gets her to pack up as much as he can. She doesn't know that she doesn't think that there's anything wrong. Like, she thinks the kids, because she has been taking care of them, she thinks he's overreacting, but she doesn't think that they've done anything wrong to the kids at this point. So that's why she left with him. You can like it or not. That's just what she said. So they pack up the car and they flee PEI with the kids to Quebec, to his mother's home. Quebec, they're in November 2024. They're there for a month. No follow-up check. Lindy got sick of being at his mother's house. Okay. They're on the run. They're not able to relax. There seems to be no fucking forward moving plan on either way. So the 911 call that came from the house, people don't know this. Lindy didn't say it till last time. She told us earlier. She's the one who called 911. She used her phone and texted 911 because she was sick of being on the run and let the police know. So when the police came, they said, we need to check the kids. We need to do a welfare check. The call came from inside the house. Literally, the call did come from inside the house. It was Lindy. So RCMP, unfortunately, though, they just showed up and verified the kids were present, uninjured, and they do not involve CPS or question the kids at all. So that was RCMP. That's all they did. Then they left. So that's on them again. Back to the, RCMP doing their due diligence. Immediately, I don't know if he coiled up like a snake on her here, but he panicked. He panicked. And they have to move that same night to the Fairmont Hotel because she didn't want to move anymore. She's tired. And he said, come on, I'll just take you to this fancy hotel. She said, okay. So they went. And she went to the spa, I guess, and whatever. That's early December. He did a panic sale of the home in PEI. Okay. It was a private off-market crash sale at a reduced price. It wasn't even listed. It was through the real estate agent knew the person that ended up buying the house. The new owners buy the home as is, with debris and personal items left behind, matching the video footage. All right, Keno Casino. I need you guys to hear this
Listen up.
Fucking time.
Listen.
That footage of the house came from the new homeowner. It wasn't child protection. That would be highly illegal if child protection were releasing footage from investigations to us. No, this is the new homeowner who purchased the home. She didn't know there was any crazy shit going on with this house, but she did think it was a weird sale. She got a good deal. But she had to videotape the house, to show insurance and everything, how they bought it and with all the crap in it.
Yeah.
So the homeowner did that. The homeowner did not dig through the garbage to find these positive pregnancy tests either. They were on the top of the garbage. Okay? No one's digging through garbage.
We didn't dig through garbage. We didn't go to the place to look through the fucking garbage.
No.
It was the
homeowner reached out to us.
Was weird. So, Keno Casino, we love you.
Get that detail right.
Get that detail right. When you show that video of his house, it's not from Child Protective Services. All the people that are watching us tonight that are from the casino, thank you so much. We appreciate your patronage. But can you guys yell at them too?
Yes. Also, you guys, I'm aware of my size, so you guys don't need to highlight it every stream.
Yes. We're aware.
We are aware of our flaws. Okay. So the house, we've narrowed that down. So the house, new owner buys it. The hole that was reported by the midwife is filled pre-sale. So whatever was in the hole was filled before Lindy got there and before the house was sold. Yep. RCMP have never conducted a forensic search or even a basic search of the property. The new owners, through us, have, and hopefully they reached out to the RCMP independently. I think they might have offered full access of their property. They have done some renovations because they had to, but if there's something to find, it could still be there. The POA, they did confirm again that the POA was used for. Sorry, I just want to check one thing. For the purchase. Also, JF was so gung-ho about this money. He weirded out everybody in the law office and the real estate firm. He wouldn't leave till they handed him a check. He quite literally sat in that office all fucking day, despite them saying, we can courier it to you. They're offering 101 different options other than weirdo bam sitting there. And he said no. And it took them all day to get this check to him. But they did hand it to him by the end of the day when he was leaving. But he wasn't leaving without that money. which tells me he wanted out of PEI immediately.
Well, he wanted that power of attorney to be accepted as quickly as possible.
Yeah. And the more pressure they had, then I guess it worked. So congratulations. Okay. I don't really want to. I put a note here to play the video. I don't want to play the video. I'm bored of this already. You can watch the video. It's in our thing. You can fast forward it if you want of the home. I don't think we need to, do we?
No, we don't need, like, everyone who's in our chat that are watchers of ours have already seen it. We've gone over it. And everyone who's in the chat that's from Kino, they've gone through it twice.
Okay.
It's derelict. And
Okay.
it's terrifying. I think the weirdest part for me was seeing his little studio set up that was in the corner.
In the dump, though. Like, yeah,
like in that room, and you turn around, it's all just fucking shit everywhere and towels for curtains. And then
toilet paper on the desk.
Toilet
whacking
paper
off
on the desk for his tears. And
oh,
then,
I thought it was jizz. I thought it was for his insemination.
Well, maybe he might just be constantly inseminating and just have to clean up after himself. But that corner is so weird because when you see it on screen, it looks really nice and it looks really professional. It was well designed and it was put up well. But as soon as you go outside of that frame, what a shithole.
Just as a disaster, the fucking sheets on the window or the towels on the windows, tacky.
The towels.
And listen, I'm broke. I'm broke. And even when I was super broke, I had curtains. All right.
Yeah,
so
$10 a panel, Walmart. Fuck, guy, get it together. Cheaper than a towel.
So you can watch the video. It's in our playlist.
It's in our playlist. Watch it. I think Rocky did an incredible job of editing over the voiceover of how awesome he was at taking care of the house. It's mint. Mwah. Perfect.
Yes. November 2024 to January 2025. This part. The Alberta property move. November 2024, Alberta purchase, POA twist. JF asked Lindy to co-title on the new house in Alberta. She refuses. He doesn't title it to himself. Instead, he uses the same POA that he used to sell the home in PEI to purchase this home in Alberta. Why is he putting Elora's name down on a home? Listen, and don't anybody for 1 second try and tell me it was, you she came back and she no. He's being very clear. He doesn't want her to come back. He wishes her luck. He's not going to look for her. He did that to protect himself from child support payments that he does owe in the States and in Canada, plus other debts that he has. Right. So he's a snake, and I don't know how he was able to do that. And I hope the police look into that. Look into the POA.
Blows my mind. How does a person who's on an active missing persons case, who's the subject of an active missing persons case, how does that person legally purchase a home?
They can't. But there was a loophole that this one lawyer found. So whatever shiesty lawyer it is, well, you might have some questions to answer soon. Hopefully.
Yeah.
So this shields him from certain liabilities and presumes she will never return. Moved to Southern Alberta. First seller refused. Yeah, second agent is so uneasy that she brought her husband. That's true. The real estate agent was so uncomfortable she brought her husband. JF drops Lindy and the kids off in Alberta and drives back to PEI to close the PEI sale and grabs some stuff from his house and from his mom's house. JF later falsely claims the police chased him in Quebec. This is untrue.
Yeah.
The police did check in with him to get his new address, but it was no police chase. There was no helicopters. There was none of that. That was all garbage.
There wasn't 9 cars chasing. There wasn't
No.
I'm sorry.
Get out with your hands up.
It makes for a good story, like they're going down the highway and there's all these wee-woos behind him and he's driving. He's like, "Oh, you'll never catch me. I will inseminate till I die." And then the cars behind him, they're like, "Get that guy!" And they're driving.
None of it happened.
He goes down a back alley and turns off his lights and hides, and they go joo by, and that's how he escaped.
Yeah, none of that happened. So that's fucking weird thing to lie about again. But again, Cat Lady to Genocide, you asked me in the comments on Rumble today. You asked me am I calling JF a liar? Yes, I'm calling him a fucking liar. Mm-hmm. All right, so they got the house. They move in. Whatever. Okay. Early mid 2025. Holly, if you want me, no, I'll just do this next one really quick because there's a video I have to click, and then ongoing, you can start it ongoing. Okay.
Okay, so early to mid 2025. So this is the Alberta period. So the happy couple are living in Alberta. The Alberta RCMP do a welfare check on the children.
Yeah.
Now, I can't remember why they were called in to do a welfare check.
That was so when Quebec came in that time they were doing the chase of JF because he's a persecuted political figure. He's not. He's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Anyways, because they were checking where he didn't have the kids. They needed eyes on those kids because there's now a wellness check. They need to see these kids are alive, right? The woman's disappeared, blah, blah, blah. So he said, no, they're in Alberta. They said, all right, well, we're checking. We're going to check. So they sent Alberta RCMP to the house to verify the kids were alive. And they were with Lindy.
Yeah. So because Lindy's there caring for them, the cops didn't see any neglect.
Also, they didn't speak with the children.
Didn't talk to them. I was just going to say, like, they didn't talk to the children. They just saw they're healthy. They look like normal children. They didn't investigate.
Right.
They did eyes on. But I think was just what their job was, is be like, are there still children? Yep. Are they breathing? Check. And they left.
It's a wellness check.
Good job. Good job. So driving home from a nearby city, JF admits to Lindy. So they're on a dark desert highway. And it's late at night, rural Alberta. JF turns to Lindy and puts his hand on her thigh and says, I just want to let you know, I beat Elora severely and regularly. Now, this is Lindy saying.
I don't think he said it like that. I think he was like I got a confession kind of thing. And she thought he was going to confess about murder, but he said, I did beat Elora. You guys are, and they did also, by the way, there was previous conversations Lindy and JF would have had privately. It's not like he's like, we are telling you the story so fast. They haven't talked about shit. And then all of a sudden he just squirts that out just for no reason. I don't know why I just said squirts that out, but I did.
I kind of understand why he said that, as someone who's trying to be controlling, right?
You think he was doing it to be to intimidate her? I thought he was doing it to test the waters to see how she reacted. So he could eventually tell murder.
I think it's both, right? Where it's like, hey, I just want to let you know to keep my women in line that get out of line. This is what I've been forced to do by women. Because you've watched his streams. We know
he was the victim. He's the victim. Yeah.
Never his fault. He when he does things that are, bad, it's always because the woman is out of control. He had to beat her. And I think it was kind of like a test, like that little toe in the water. It's like, hey, how do you feel about this? And also, it's not my fault. It was her fault. But this is what I'm willing to do to keep my woman in line.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
That's how I thought about this for a little bit. I may be completely off my rocker. This is my opinion.
Listen, can I really, really quickly just interrupt that one part? Yeah. I want to show this video. I found somebody posted it in archive. Guys, you don't think he'd say creepy shit? Listen to this. This sounds so specific. Please, it's 1 minute.
Raising the theory on Twitter. Hey, it's true that Taylor Lawrence was supposed to be the journalist who doxed libs of TikTok. Under no circumstance would I. Of course, you can't dox me because I'm already a public guy with my true name. But if I was an anonymous person and you were to be a journalist of the New York Times that doxes me, there is no circumstance under which I would make an interview with you. There is only, in fact, one circumstance in which I may be interested, which is if I have the impression that we will get a moment alone where I have the occasion to chop your head, wrap your body in plastic, and bury you in a place where I can never be held accountable for the murder. And it would be clean. But if that doesn't happen, I don't want to meet someone who doxed me. And yet, here they are, And
okay. What the fuck?
Who says that?
Okay, yeah, no, that was so specific, Holly. When I heard it, I'm like, because that's exactly what I believe he did to her. I do believe, I would know as sad as this sounds, and if your family's watching, sorry, but I do believe that there was dismemberment involved. And the chicken, let's quickly, while we get to the dismemberment, she said it wrong. It was kind of funny. He cut chicken with a knife. It didn't come out the way in her head. So he's very dramatic and scientific about his dissections. Also, do you know that he still has all of his autopsy tools that he used to use on the monkeys at the university?
Oh, that was something that wasn't cool.
Yeah, that's like, this guy's just so fucking creepy. I understand he's a biologist. I get it. He's still a fucking weirdo. So when he said to her, I beat Elora and it was severe and whatever, it was regular. He says weird shit all the time, guys. This is not a reach. One more thing I want to click really quick. Okay. People were making fun of the fish because it really sounded hilarious. It was hilarious. Actually, I sounded hysterical, but
you did
for no reason.
That's okay.
There's a reason. In my head, I understood this. In my head, we'd already seen this video. Holly and I'd seen this video in our research group. And it was JF talking about torturing fish. And it was a very sick. He's sick. Listen.
Brains in a vat from fish. We could keep them alive for 8 hours. I was an extreme guy. I kept some alive for 36 hours, but I used radical techniques. I mean, I was keeping aspects of the body of the fish to keep the brain alive. I was keeping the heart, keeping the whole body, but dead. And I was plugging it to the brain. I mean, I was insane.
So, I'm sorry, you might not think that there's like, he didn't say that. Yeah, what really, 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 you're gonna sit there and think that she probably made that up. Of all the things, trust me, she could have made up a lot of shit. And we vetted her, and I was pretty hard with her. I asked her questions over and over in different ways for weeks to confirm that the story's not changing, but it also isn't scripted. Yeah. Yes, exactly. This fish thing weirded me out, but I did like the memes the next day. I did laugh because they were quite funny.
It's not the fact that as a kid he had fish and he bred fish.
It's with all of it.
It is kind of a weird hobby for a teenage boy, but that's fine. If you love fish, you love fish, whatever. And I've known, young men that got really into cichlids and guppies and stuff.
Oh, my ex had a freshwater fish.
Yeah, like collection. It's not that. What made Chantel freak out was that fish story that he used to keep fish alive.
And he was torturing them, and he said it was unethical and all this. So I'm sorry. That's all I could think about. So when I heard that he did that, it freaked me out. So he's a fucking weirdo. He says a lot of weird things. He definitely said that he beat Elora. I believe he beat Elora. She looks like shit the last video on April 23rd, her last scene on camera. Okay, so continue on. Was that me or you?
So Lindy, I gotta do this because our heads are too big. There we go. Okay, I like that better.
Okay.
So in that moment, Lindy stays calm because you have to understand how women brains work. We gave you a little women brain lesson here. When we're scared, we tend to freeze, and when something extremely shocking happens, like when our boyfriend leans over and puts his hand on our thigh and says, I used to beat Elora.
Yeah.
First reaction is basically for you to shut down. And getting shocking news like that makes you stunned. So she kept quiet. She hid the fact that she was afraid. And then, of course, in her mind, she's there to protect the children, because now, of course, she's become attached to the children, and she's working with them and getting them more verbal and getting them cleaned up and teaching them how to use the toilet properly. And so it's hard not to get attached, because this has been months and months now that they've been together with a move across the country. So then there's the concept of the medical refusal. So she urges medical care, dental care, assessments, and JF calls her delusional again, says that he doesn't need doctors. He's a doctor. He has his doctorate. So of course he knows,
everything about everything.
and dentistry, apparently. So then Lindy gets pregnant. And there's lots of chitter chatter about the fact that, like, why, after all of this, why does she let the guy get pregnant?
Women are fucking stupid sometimes. That's
Women
why.
are retarded, guys. We will admit that 100%. Kino? Yes. we do.
Yeah, it was a fucking dumbass choice. I mean, the baby is really adorable. I've seen pictures. He is very cute.
Yeah.
But it was a stupid fucking choice. She knows it. She knows it. She also watched the Kino. I was getting texts while I was watching it. I'm like, oh God.
Yeah.
She knows what you guys are all thinking. But yeah, bad choice. Carry on.
We do stupid stuff as women. We dig our heels in.
Oh, the last one I want to really quickly read. Okay, Holly?
Yeah.
About the baby. So she had the baby in September.
Yeah.
Everybody in the comments who is freaking out about, like, she betrayed him. She didn't put his name on the birth certificate. All right, first of all, Lindy might have been trying to be a badass, being like, I didn't put your name on the birth certificate. Even if she wanted to, and I've triple confirmed this, she couldn't. In the state that she was in, where she gave birth, where she lives, she had the birth father has to be there to sign a VAP. It's a voluntary acknowledgement of parentage. JF is not allowed in the United States. JF cannot sign that voluntary acknowledgement of parentage. So she could not even put his name down, even if she wanted to. So before everybody gets all like, whatever, that was mean, she shouldn't have done that. Yeah, it was mean, but it was also mean. A lot of things he did was mean, but it wasn't actually in her control. Even if she wants to, I'm sorry, Lindy, if you're watching and you want to own that, like, it was your win, fine, I'm sorry, but it wasn't. That is the system. So,
well, it was her win to escape back to the United States.
Yeah, that's your win. But the whole birth
get away.
certificate stuff, you should have just blamed the hospital, to be honest. But that's fine.
And I mean, in all honesty, so now the child is not on the birth certificate, which was weird about that letter that he wrote to his son that we read out. That was
he should know. He should know
boring.
that he should know. He should have known she couldn't put his name on. How hard, JF? You're the fucking man. You're so smart. How come you couldn't even look that one fucking thing up? You have so many kids, for God's sakes.
Well, and he mentioned that the child has a Canadian by birth, and it's
no,
like,
he's not at all. That's not how it works.
He was born in the States. He's a U.S. citizen.
Doesn't matter
of
where
a
he was
U.S.
conceived.
citizen mother, my friend. Now, he may be eligible to become a Canadian citizen because he has a Canadian father, but then there's a whole bunch of legal loopholes you have to jump through now because your name's not on the birth certificate. So,
and that, JF, you couldn't go there to sign it, so that's actually on you and your shitty history that the Border Patrol wouldn't let you in.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let you in to sign that birth certificate, so that's on you.
And we know why you can't cross the border. It's because you're an edgy guy and you're politically persecuted.
No, it's because you're a creep and women have gone missing. You have 2 protection orders. Okay, ongoing online behavior. So JF, so for 2023 to 2025, JF continues live streaming, minimizing Elora's disappearance, never issuing a public plea. 2024 to 25, he posts hostile statements about family courts, modern women, frames dead women. This is where I've saved. Don't worry, we're ready to roll. Frames that dead women are... Fuck me, I didn't do that one. Oh, whatever. He did make a statement about there's custodies of having the mother of your children being dead.
Yeah, it says frames the dead mother as advantageous in custody disputes.
Yeah, that is a tweet of his. He was talking to Kanye. I don't know why. I'm sorry, guys. I did have that up, but then I closed it. So I want to show this one, though. This on his... this one bothered the fuck out of me, and it always is going to bother me. This one I included with the report to the police. I don't care because this screen. Here we go. Okay. It's his 40th birthday post. I spent the last few decades searching for a serious woman as a romantic partner, rotating between approximately 200 girlfriends, wives, and one-night stands. You're disgusting. Also, he doesn't wear deodorant. I want everyone to know that he stinks. He doesn't wear deodorant. He doesn't believe in it. Sorry. My approach has always been the same, though. Don't hold a grudge against a new woman for the actions of past ones. Okay. Of course, that is hard to do, given that at some point the empirical reality comes from this matter. I'm not going to read the whole tweet. I'm going to go down here. I want you just to hear this one paragraph, okay? Please. At 40 years old, I can now look forward to happiness and full satisfaction with life. I don't have to look over my shoulder anymore for an incoming knife attack anymore. I don't have to clean out the candles laid on the floor by a borderline personality disorder hoe trying to execute a suicide threat ritual. I don't have to check my cameras in the morning to protect myself against parental kidnapping. That is a bold fucking statement for someone whose person who would be the parental kidnapper has just gone missing. She's not dead. She's just gone missing. So why the fuck are you talking about it as if she's never coming back? Again, with the finality, and it's just as bad as talking about someone in past tense when you're trying to hide that you've killed somebody. So this post, again, is from his 40th birthday post. You guys can read it if you want on Twitter. It's from April 12th, 2024. Creepiest post. It bothered me this whole time. Okay, I'm going to take that down and we'll get back to it. We gotta go faster because we've got a lot to cover still. All right, Holly, go ahead.
Okay, so where are we on to red flags and patterned behaviors?
Nope, not yet. Sorry.
Okay, so
we're at the hostile statements, but okay, the next one is the
Cringe
Panda.
So 2025 allegation. So JF was in contact with an online persona called Cringe Panda, whom JF later publicly calls a minor. Her age is unverified.
Yesterday, he called her a minor. She came on our comments and actually shit-talked me for being too stupid to tell she was in high school.
Yep.
I want to quickly read out the math, kids, okay? Because I wanted to find out if she is a minor. If she is a minor, she's very, very close to the cutoff date. If she is a minor, this is not a brag for you, JF. You probably should stop boasting that she's a minor.
Yeah.
So, Cringe Panda, if she's a minor, she's 17, right? Technically, she's 17. Unless she's in Mississippi, which I don't think she is. So there's only 2 states that are over 18 with a minor. So she's 17. Let's give her, we'll be polite and just say 18 even. So that means she was born in 2008 or 2007. Her YouTube account was created in 2012. So if she was born in 2008, she was 4 years old when she made her YouTube account. How plausible is that?
Absolutely.
Super plausible. Okay.
Super plausible.
She might look young and she's very cute, but she looks like my daughter's age. My daughter's 22. So that's fine. And I don't care if you're just doing a persona. I don't care. I'm sorry you got brought into this. This is not me who brought you into this. This is JF. And the fact that he was having inappropriate conversations with you while he was in a relationship, causing that person to screenshot those conversations and then share them with ladies of the internet. I won't release those conversations, but I am saying that they are not appropriate. If JF, if she is a minor, they're not appropriate. They're not appropriate at all. Like you're a fucking weirdo. If she is just doing a character, well, good luck. I don't know what else to say about it. But she came and challenged me, wouldn't confirm her age, wouldn't do anything. So we had to try and put 2 and 2 together. And we still don't know either way.
In all honesty, okay, maybe she's 17, 18 years old. On video, we can't really tell how old people are. She presents herself like she's young. Her look is maybe early 20s. Our minds go to inappropriate conversations. So the way it settles in my mind is, well, she has to be at least in her early 20s.
Yeah.
To be having that kind of conversation with a man in his 40s.
I'm referring to him
my
as
brain breaks.
Hello, Professor.
Yeah, my brain breaks if she's an actual child and he's having those conversations with her.
And then defending it. And that's the part. Like, what, dude? He posted it yesterday. I didn't open that tweet, but I sent it to you, Holly.
Yes.
Do you want to show it? Or do you not? You don't have it ready. It's okay.
I don't have it set up.
Okay, that's great.
But that's the thing, right? Like Miss Cringe Panda. I think what we're trying to say is we hope you're not a minor because that's gross. And if you are a minor, please reach out to an adult and get someone to help you.
Yeah, you shouldn't be
because
talking to men, grown men like that.
we care about your health, and we care about your future, and we don't want you to be sucked into an inappropriate relationship with an online personality, even though you're an online personality yourself.
Yeah.
Think of us as like your older wine aunts trying to give you some good advice.
Exactly. Even if you don't like it, we still gave it.
We're
Okay.
still going to give it, and we're giving it with love.
All right. So let's go to red flags and behaviors. Let's just go through it fast as fuck, though, because we are getting
Awesome. So, red flags, pattern behaviors, domestic surveillance and coercive control, indoor cameras aimed at common areas, bedroom fed to a studio monitor where he was seated so he could view the house at all times. Immediate purge and remodel after alleged bridge drop off. Contradictory camping story. She left with no gear. All belongings that he was supposedly got rid of hers are all still at home months later. Panic and relocation and evasion. Fleeing PI before CPS's return. If there's nothing wrong, he didn't have to run. A month in Quebec without checks. Of course, then ran off to a luxury hotel hideaway. Then the weird panic property sale in PEI to ditch the property with some weird ass legal shit that happened. We're not sure what happened.
That's the next page.
Yeah, POA abuse indicators, same questionable POA used for PEI sale to purchase the home and title in Alberta, and that's tied to a missing woman who's got an active case. Historic predation, the 2017 Texas case of the developmentally delayed woman whose father rescued her, good dad.
Mm-hmm.
Hostile patterns in court records, and we've read the court records and the
on both his third marriage and the divorce. We read those court records, and we've also read the ones on the
where he represented himself.
Yeah, and the one with the 19-year-old, also known as a 12-year-old.
Yeah. Hostility towards mothers / family courts, public post framing a mother's death as a custody advantage, and the constant hostility and anger when it comes to women in general. Alleged minor contact online, cringe panda, age unverified, but JF publicly and proudly calls her a minor. And interactions, of course, we've just described, in our opinion, as inappropriate. So digital exhibits and online behavior.
I think most of them, let's just skip this one, because you know what? We kind of did it as we went.
Yep.
Okay.
The necromancy remark.
Oh, you could read that one. Yeah, read that one. Though.
Yeah, so we talked about the court record excerpt from the 2017-2018 Texas, North Carolina filings, psychological evaluations. We talked about that at length. The psychological evaluations of him that lead to the diagnosis of
psychotic
narcissistic personality disorder. I think that phrase has been thrown around too much nowadays, but
he actually earned it. So like, good job, JF. You know what? You are the man there. You win that award.
Which I don't even think he's a really good narcissist. So he fails at that too.
Well, it's too self-loathing.
He's too, so viewer testimony of necromancy. So there's the joking about the impossibility of bringing her back, like
bringing Elora back.
She can't come get me unless you're a necromancer.
Yeah, that's a fucked. It's like, why are you joking about it? This isn't funny. I'm sorry, it's not funny. It's not funny. This woman is missing. You're a sick fuck. Mm-hmm. This is the mother of your kids, you idiot. You think it's fun? Like, it's not funny, and people stop laughing at him. Like, stop feeding that shit, because honestly, I think it's taking away from the seriousness of it. And it bothers me because, like, Elora really did nothing to hurt anybody. Mm-hmm. And she's probably, she probably had a scary death and a disrespectful disposal.
Yeah. So then, of course, the birthday thread, which we just went over. Yeah. That's one of our exhibitions for your consideration. That I no longer have to look over my shoulder. She no longer is around. Okay, but If she's just in the woods, she could come out of the woods. Or if she's just on the streets of Montreal.
Yeah, she could decide, hey, buddy, I'm a drug addict and I want that money.
Yeah, or
fucking idiot. Like, it doesn't even make sense.
With a trucker, or she's getting banged by, what did he say?
Africans. Yeah, he said a bunch of Africans.
Yeah, but getting banged by a bunch of Africans, she could still show up.
Yeah.
Okay, so a pattern of legal control.
We don't. Let's skip down to 8. So let's just skip down to 8, Holly.
Okay. Summary.
We already basically
our summary.
Yeah.
And unanswered questions. So, question number 1: why was no forensic search ever conducted at the PEI property, especially after the midwife's comments on the large hole report and the sale later as is, and the invitation by the current owner to tour the property?
You didn't even show up. The cops, you guys didn't even show up to even look at anything. Not one fucking thing. You didn't go, and you know, JF left notes behind. He left notes of where he was going to move with 10 out of 10, which place he had, like, you know, places all over the world. And he actually wrote down, and this note had nothing to do with her. He wrote down her state and crossed it off, and he said her family's there. Like, this man is planning to isolate whoever he's with. Like, he determined he would not move to that state because, you know, she's got supports there. So that's a no-go zone. Like, the cops could have seen this stuff because the homeowner still had that stuff and offered it. Plus, there was like cell phones left behind, broken cell phones. Like, you guys fucking missed the mark there. Okay, next one.
Okay, so next question is, what is the provenance of the POA? Why did the same document flagged at the border enable a house sale and allow titling to a new house to a missing woman?
Yeah.
That I can't wrap my mind around that. Maybe I'm
dude, the RCMP, all they have to do is a land title search. They have access. They could see this stuff in real time. They could contact Border Control or Border Patrol and find out really what part of the document they didn't like. You know what I mean? Like, let's look into this. Okay. I get really mad about it. Okay. Why were the child welfare concerns nonverbal, severe hygiene, dental neglect, exposure to sexual contact not escalated despite multiple contacts? I don't know. And I can tell you right now that Holly and I, because listen, as much as I want to trust everybody I talk to, I don't. And when Lindy was giving us a list of everything in email form, I did tell her that I had to take this stuff to Child Protection and to the RCMP, that she couldn't just share this information with me and I couldn't just know it and not do something. So she said that was fine. Holly and I together went into the RCMP. We are now on week 3. This is week 3. Nobody's contacted Lindy's. Nobody's contacted us. JF's clearly doing a parenting show tonight, so nothing's happened to him. That's not us. That is the system. Okay, so Canada, fucking grade A system we got going. I don't know why they're not looking into it.
And we've done all that we can, like as 2 ladies on the internet who have all this information and amassed all the documentation and everything that we've.
And we talked to all your witnesses too. Like,
we talked to every single witness. We communicated with everyone. We've put together a package for the RCMP, including all the information from PEI and our contacts from PEI with the RCMP out there that apparently was taking care of Elora's missing persons case.
No.
We put it all together and we've reported it to everybody that we can possibly report it to.
So just when we were giving up though, because I was getting kind of pissy with it all. I was actually trying to figure out how the funding is with the RCMP, and I was talking to ChatGPT, and I said, like, because I'm like, tell me how much money PEI gets for this investigation or for these departments. Anyways, it explained basically it doesn't work like that. It's divided into 3 parts, and basically most of it goes to protesters and fucking, you know, politicians' protection. So that's where majority of the funds go to. But if you have a case that you want highlighted, you can send a letter. Apparently this is a known thing, I don't know, to the commissioner, the RCMP commissioner, and to you can request an ATIP request. Holly, do you have that?
Yep.
This is the last long thing we're going to read. This the ATIP request will only cost $5. Now, the thing is if they get a flood of ATIP requests into this investigation, they're going to be like, fuck, why are people asking? Why are people trying to find out, what's going on with this investigation? They will have to put more time and more resources into it, hopefully. And the commissioner, you can write to the commissioner. And I even did it. I made it so simple, guys. I made it so simple, please. I know you're all sitting there. Half of you are shitting on the toilet, watching a stream once in a while. You guys could literally send this email off while you shit. Okay. Like, it really won't take you that much time. So all you do is copy and paste and fill in your own information.
And we'll put this on our
it's on the Telegram page. I already put it on earlier today, but we'll also put it on the Elora Patoine Missing Persons group and the Real Housewives Facebook group. I don't know what else I can do. I mean, like, I literally, that's all we can do. The ATIP reports would be great. Those do cost $5. We did one. We didn't get anything back. But Holly, will you just read this one out? Because I cannot now, because it looks way too small on here. Just what it says. Okay,
so what do you want me to read out?
So the access to information and privacy.
So an ATIP, if you guys don't know, is an access to information and privacy request. So we have to send this to the Access to Information and Privacy Coordinator at the Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
You can do, if you send it to them, include a $5 check. They won't even answer you if you don't. Or you can do it online through the CRA. They have the ATIP requests online there. You do have to create an account.
Yeah,
whatever.
So that's the email that's right there. So then on the subject line, access to information request, investigation into the disappearance of Elora Patoine, associated files involving JF Gariepy. Then, dear ATIP coordinator, you want to include case files, reports, and communications from the detachments of jurisdiction, correspondence between RCMP and provincial or municipal police services, internal memos or emails discussing investigative status or decisions, forensic search reports or warrant applications approved or declined, records referencing resource constraints or funding limitations. So that one's very important. So if it was denied because lack of funding,
then we can follow up with the commissioner.
And then we can follow up with the commissioner and say, hey, you're spending all this money on, other things.
On the ostriches.
On the fucking ostriches. Documentation related to statements or admissions reportedly made by Mr. Gariepy to a romantic partner. If portions of these records are exempt, please release all non-exempt materials with exemptions noted. I'm willing to pay the $5 application fee. Please advise of any additional costs before proceeding. Thank you for your assistance. And then you fill in your information there.
Yep. And then you scroll down and then the next letter is the commissioner. So this is a free option. You can just skip the ATIP request if you're not curious, and you can go straight to the commissioner.
So this is the advocacy letter, RCMP handling of the Elora Patoine missing person investigation. So this is who it's addressed to, the Honorable Dominic LeBlanc, Minister of Public Safety, Democratic Institutions and Intergovernmental Affairs. CC to Commissioner Mike Duhame, Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Subject line, urgent request for transparency and resource review, RCMP handling of the Elora Patoine missing persons investigation. And then down here, you can just copy clip this and fill out your information. I'm writing as a concerned citizen who has followed the disappearance of Elora Patoine closely, despite credible information and witness statements linking Jean-François Gariepy to her disappearance, including a recent confession he allegedly made to his girlfriend. The RCMP has not advanced the investigation meaningfully. No search of the relevant property has taken place, even though the current owners have invited forensic testing. No polygraph has been conducted. No follow-up has appeared to be made on the new leads. These omissions raise troubling questions about resource allocation and prioritization within the RCMP. Canadians expect that missing person cases involve potential foul play receive the investigative commitment that they deserve. So this is just making noise.
Yeah, so there you go. So you can make noise. All you do is copy and paste. Make that fucking noise, people, please.
Yeah,
again, go to our Facebook page.
Pleading for your help. Like
we can't do anymore. We're done.
we're only two people online. We care that this woman has gone missing. We care that these children are going to grow up not knowing what happened to their mother.
Thinking she ran away and left them.
Yeah, this is insane that we've put together all of this and we've reached out to everyone we can possibly think to. We've been screeching about this on our live streams. I just want to talk about stupid news.
Yeah, me too. Canada is in trouble. We have shit we have to talk about. You know, tonight we could have showed a video about, you know, all the immigrants in Ontario that literally shut down the 401 to do drag racing, and in the background there's just semi trucks and like cars backed up, and these fucking people don't care. But we're not going to be able to talk about that tonight. Well, sorry, because we have to move on.
I wanted to talk about the fact that in Richmond, BC, the BC government has decided
we can't talk about it. We can't talk about it, Holly. We have no time.
Okay.
This is why you need to send in your fucking letters. Okay? We will talk about this next week, Holly. We need stuff to talk about next week's gonna be super fun. Just a lot.
People are going to be losing their houses to the tribes.
I know. Stop doing the land acknowledgements immediately.
Stop doing the fucking
We do not acknowledge this land.
No,
it's yours.
This land is conquered.
That is so fucked up. Like,
people who own houses have now gotten letters that their land has been annexed and it belongs to the whatever tribe of that area. So those people can just show up and just take over.
But like I said to Holly, Richmond, Vancouver is super Chinese, and I'm not talking like Chinese, like Canadian Chinese. I'm talking like China Chinese. That is Chinese investments. You're fucking with China now, so that's not going to happen. They have money for lawyers. They'll fucking. It's not going to happen. But the fact that this even became a thing, yeah. See, we could talk about it more, but we can't because JF, you've wasted so much of our fucking time.
Yes.
Get up and search for your wife. Do the right thing. Tell the truth. If she was having a psychotic break and you panicked and you ended up hurting her, you know, like shit like that happens. And by the way, Canada, you're not going to be in jail for more than 7 years, JF, if you did do anything to her. So, like, it's like, really, you could handle it. Yes, exactly. A succulent Chinese meal.
Yes.
All right, Holly, I'm going to let you do the comments clickings.
Okay, so as we were going through this, I'm just going to highlight.
Because I see 534 comments.
There's 5.
I do. That's what it shows in my side.
It's been active. So, there were questions, but of course we're writing a Christmas song. 5 JF babies, 4 baby moms, 3 broken marriages, 2 protection orders, and 1 missing mother of 2.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Okay, and so when we're talking about the big hole that was in the backyard, what permits were pulled to put an addition on that house?
We did not find one for that one. There was an addition. There was a permit pulled for the greenhouse and storage. Oh, maybe the storage was the addition.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be an addition. People would say, or like
But they're French. Maybe they say it different.
Yeah, it's as an addition for the storage of my Diet Pepsi. There's a question here that which shelter decided not to protect Elora because of the Freedom of Information Act. We are not allowed to know that.
Nobody will answer us anything.
No,
which is fine. I mean, whatever.
I
wouldn't want to fucking own that mistake because that's a lawsuit waiting to happen, isn't it?
Yep, because
and rightfully so.
She was driven back to the hands of her abuser.
Yeah.
And yes.
If you are at the East Coast, I'm telling you, you should just invest in a puppy that can be trained for cadaver dogs because they have none in the East Coast.
Yeah, you'll make
you could make so much money.
Yeah. Yeah, and so of course the comment here by our friend Scott, the fact that JF changed his story multiple times and each story was ridiculous was the last person who saw her alive and didn't tell anybody she was gone until authorities were called. But yeah, that's
we understand. I mean, it seems like common sense to us, but we're not RCMP.
No, we're not trained police peoples. So he did mention that she had the skills of James Bond. She's 007. when she was escaping and she would never be found and she was a 007. When we're talking about her, eluding everybody. This comment was made too about the children, like carbonated drinks destroy teeth, especially.
So do gummy bears if you think they're a source of protein, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, gummy bears are not a source of protein. So anybody
But the thing
who's
is
watching
like,
the parenting,
they hurt. And I know because I was a shitty mother once and my daughter had a cavity, and I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't a big deal until it was a fucking big deal. But when it became a big deal, I mean, she was in a lot of pain.
Okay. I really picked the wrong stream to watch while eating my rotisserie chicken.
Sorry, I don't even know which part we were talking about.
That was when we were talking about the dismembering.
Oh.
So Scott Survival. His name is Scott Survival. I'm a survival expert, and the idea of living off the land with just a bag of supplies is nonsense. You lose about a pound a day, even if you are eating wild game and edible plants. You lose weight rapidly because you're expending calories to feed yourself. And if you're not feeding yourself at least, 1.5 times.
Maybe she had a bag of gummies, though. Maybe she had a bag of gummies.
Probably good protein.
Fuck.
So what are some of our theories of why JF hasn't been arrested yet?
Honestly, I think the RCMP are lazy. I'm going to be honest with you. When I hear about these missing kids who they can't solve, you let a fucking whole group of meth heads outsmart you, and Jack and Lily are still missing. That one blows my mind. There is a program, though. This is interesting, and I'm thinking that maybe Canada, we need to look into creating this, and I'd love to be a part of it. They have a program in the United States called Bring Me Home. It's a nonprofit organization that does searches for missing people, and they go and they check the leads and whatever, and it's a bunch of different qualified people from various areas of life and walks, and there's volunteers and whatever, and that's what they do, and they solve these cases that the police are not solving. But so Bring Me Home has now started working in Canada on the Jack and Lily case. I really do think it's the RCMP are busy with the birds, the ostriches, the politicians, and all the other bullshit that comes along, the protests, pro-Palestine, whatever, all of it. That's where their money's at. So the actual civilians, unless you do something against the government, you're not getting attention. He's not as edgy as he thinks.
And of course, Von D with the hot comment, nothing like making sweet, sweet love and crying afterwards on a good old-fashioned Costco airbag.
Super awesome.
I don't think police will do anything until a mainstream news outlet picks this up. I agree.
Okay, but we have a problem with that because the mainstream news will not pick it up because this fucking annoys me because they're fucking family. And I'm sorry, but if you're watching, what the hell? Get it together. Put yourself out there. Be uncomfortable. I don't care. She deserves more. But because the family won't step up and talk about it, the mainstream won't touch it. I've already tried. It's upsetting.
Yep. And we've reached out to different reporters. We've reached out to bigger streams that have already
lots of bigger streams. The other thing, you could join the Deception Detective. He does the stream, and he does really. I think he would do amazing on this case. But you have to join his Discord. He's got a Discord, and there's like a thing. I'm the only one who so far suggested JF Gariepy, but if other people helped, maybe.
Yeah, it's the more noise, right? If it's one little voice screaming, it's not a CPS video. It's actually the video from the homeowner.
Yeah,
you get drowned out in a chat. And then, of course, our friend Krang. Imagine how these ladies would talk about 10 out of 10 if it was a guy JF was gallivanting around in.
I would be so fucking funny, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he was if he had closeted homosexual.
I'd still be just as concerned because abuse in the gay community is just as bad as abuse in the.
Except they need their own fucking shelters. I'm not gonna even. They need their own shelters.
Yeah, we're not going to touch that one.
I am. All right, Cringe Panda, I can see your chat. I am seeing you. We don't do super chats.
No.
I mean, if we get them, great, but we don't do that. So I will read what you're saying. Don't worry.
So Mama JF's parrot, so her parrot that was featured on her streams, the little blue and gold macaw that was there, that is in that video with the new homeowner. It's on the bed. Right?
Oh no, he came back and got it. He went back and got it.
He came back and got it, and we've seen images of the blue and gold parrot that used to belong to Mother with the children. So, and then, yes, of course, we know he took $25K from Epstein. He was very proud of that because it makes him an edgy guy, whatever. This, I think the irony of life is just stupendous.
I know.
The fact
she was,
that
I hate that. I know.
I
I'm
know
so
you hate the
sensitive.
fact that our friends at Kino call her the little potato. She worked across from the Potato Museum, and there was the world's largest potato statue, because Canada does the world's largest stuff.
I know.
We got to be living in a simulation.
It is funny. It is a simulation. And I mean, listen, it is funny to an extent. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like when we call her like potato and stuff, it just, it makes it less serious almost.
It makes it less serious. It makes it easy to laugh at and forget.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then of course, when we were talking about how women be crazy, women let men reproduce who shouldn't on a regular basis, unfortunately.
Fuck, yes, we do.
Yes, we do. And we love women for it. Then, of course, our friend Krang, no more voting then. Cool, whatevs. And then that's when we were admitting that women do stupid women things, Kino Bros.
Yeah. Stay winning, yes.
Then this was talk about 10 out of 10. She's deep undercover and collecting DNA by any means necessary.
Yes.
Now, this one says, Laura worked for my sister and we got to know her a bit. When we met him, he was very fucky immediately.
Yeah, I bet. That's what I've heard. I've heard that from a few people.
And I think you're Universo Pi 8, you meant Elora instead, not Elora.
Yeah.
Laura.
I know, because she called herself. So this is the weird thing. Laura did call herself Laura to some people. That's how she introduced herself to some people in PEI. So she's not wrong there, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I don't know why she changed her name. That's weird.
We've spoken to so many people that have met her in real life and just talked about how sweet and kind and giving and a little strange she was. So JF was so smart, he destroyed the Worski Live podcast, then predicted that he would be succeeded by Andy and would die of AIDS several years later. JF streams to about 40 people, while Worski streams to 7,000. So Kino Casino winning.
Yeah, well, they are more entertaining, let's be honest. Like
they're very entertaining.
I mean, JF's going to do a new childcare series, I guess.
Yeah, so while the Worski dudes or the Kino Casino guys are doing fun, entertaining streams covering all the bullshittery in the world, JF is teaching you how to raise his kids.
Perfect.
Then Inner City Pigeon, thank you. These are the only wine moms I can tolerate.
Thank you. It's probably because we're not even drinking wine. I don't know what. We should drink wine, Holly. We should drink.
No, I can't.
We don't. I don't like being hungover, and also, if you think I'm loud now, you can imagine. God.
I'm actually allergic to wine, so I don't drink it.
I'm not. I just get drunk.
So, no.
All right.
Yeah. So this was when we were talking about 10 out of 10 at the border.
We know.
They pulled her aside and said, "Are you sure you want to go with him?" Knowing his history.
Yeah.
Saying.
Yeah, she didn't take it. We all know, okay? Everybody, I don't have a bell to go ding, ding, ding. She's an idiot.
Yeah.
I can't fix her mistakes that she made.
No. And they're just mistakes. Like we all were.
At the end of the day, she's the one who has to raise the baby with JF being the dad. And at the end of the day, he's the one who lost a human being. Okay, he's lost a human being. All right, so let's focus on that.
And then Messerschmitt. Misogyny is literally JF's only redeeming point.
You're such a fucking asshole. I love you, Messerschmitt. Okay, next.
And then the question, can Americans participate?
Yes, they can.
Yes, 100%.
I bet you it'd work. I bet you it'd be embarrassing for them to get letters from the Americans. Being like, what the fuck, Canada? Get your shit together. We will see your chat. Okay, I went up and I couldn't get up any farther. So what would you like to say here, Miss Cringe Panda? If you'd like to confirm. I mean, you're the one who came on into the comments. Holly, can you upload that, please? Just please.
Yeah.
It's from our thing. Very recent.
So yeah, Cringe Panda is a weird social media influencer. She's been posting since she was very young. So we
understand that. Listen, I don't care how old she is. If she's an actual adult, I don't care. I'm not trying to out her. All I'm trying to say is if she's not, JF's being a fucking weirdo, sending messages about what color your baby's eyes would be together if you guys procreated and stuff like that to a minor. That's not appropriate. What the fuck could he possibly have in common, really, with a minor? And if you guys think it's like, like the whole white stuff, that's a lie. That's a lie, because his second wife was second wife was half black. He went after the Mexican girl. His understudy graduate, she was Chinese or Japanese. So like JF is not all about the white ethno state, and he's not all about preserving white bloodlines. He's just a fucking liar and a grifter, and he's just a creepy fucking weirdo.
Isn't that funny how these like white power
nationalist guys, usually lying about it,
are actually lying about being white nationalists? It's just something they do to get followers, or to be edgy, or to be cringy, or whatever.
Andy Lindy lied to me, by the way. Okay, well, maybe she did. I don't know. Listen, all I'm giving is the information I was given. Okay, if you want to, you're welcome to come on if you want to come on, or you could send something if you want. All I'm saying is JF, he did post that status or post on X yesterday or today saying she is a minor and these evil women on the internet. It's put us in a position where we have to then look into it. So I'm not out here trying to deleted your. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, sorry. I didn't know that. So YouTube's deleting your replies. Actually, I think YouTube's deleting a lot of people's replies. So sorry about that. But I'm not trying to out you if it is a persona. I'm not trying to out you if you are a minor. I don't want to harass a minor. That's not my goal.
Well, no, and I think that's why I'm so concerned, is because if you're a minor, my dear, don't talk to 40-year-old weirdos on the internet, please.
Even if he's nice and funny and gives you attention, he's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, and if a 40-year-old man, if you are a teenager and a 40-year-old man's telling you that you're mature and that he loves talking to you because you're
and
not
she
like
is
other
mature.
women.
She is mature and smart. Listen, she is mature and smart. I've checked her out because I was trying to figure it out. I couldn't.
Yeah.
So she is smart. She is mature. She's very attractive. So I can see the thing. It's just we're trying to dissect whether JF's how much of a weirdo is he?
Yeah, how much of a weirdo. And Cringe Panda, you've been online for long enough. You should know this by now, that what you're being told by another online personality is not actually who that person is. Please don't come up to Canada and don't get inseminated.
Yeah, no. Oh, she did. Oh, conversation. What I was. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. I mean, listen, just PSA to anybody watching: don't let him inseminate you.
Well, and the way genetics work, and I'm just a dumb housewife, but if you have
I agree.
a brown-eyed boyfriend and you have blue eyes, there is a potentiality that you could have a blue-eyed baby, because blue eyes are a recessive gene. If it's carried through the family lineage, he could have that blue-eyed recessive gene, and you could produce offspring with blue eyes. My sister is an example of that.
I got one kid. All of my kids have different color. Every single kid. I got a brown-eyed child, a blue-eyed child, and a green-eyed child. I feel very excited. All right. Yeah, we are sabotaging his reproduction. We're trying to protect people.
Well,
I'm sorry if he was just a weirdo on the internet. Do you know how many weirdos on the internet we see and we ignore and we carry on? We would not care, but he's actually a predator, in my opinion.
Cringe, you seem like a very nice young lady, and you're very pretty, and you've got.
Oh, thank you. See, I thought it was sexual when I
you've got your youth.
I imagined it like
use it for a good man. Find a good man that your father approves of.
Yeah.
Have lots of
she is cute. She is really cute. They did look you up on Kino Casino last week, and they all thought you were very cute. So, all right, how much we've got? 30. Oh fuck, we missed the 2-hour mark, but that's okay. I think we did pretty good. I think we did pretty good at putting it all together. Do you think?
I think that's good, because
it's been hard.
Basically, it's just a breakdown screen. Like when Scott put this into our laps.
Yeah, he's an ass.
They didn't mention he didn't say anything about JF. He mentioned
He didn't say
Elora.
Gariepy. No, he said what happened to JF's wife. That was the sentence.
Yeah. It was just what happened to this person's life.
No way.
And so it's like we went down this rabbit hole, and it's been months, and it's now clear for us what the timeline is, plus the stuff that we've added.
Be very careful. JF, stop talking to fucking 16-year-olds, you fucking creeper. Everybody should actually go shit on him for that right now. He brags about it on his ex. Okay, carry on. Sorry.
Yep.
If it was my daughter, I'd fucking murder him.
Oh, if Cringe Panda, if you were my daughter,
he would be. I'm serious. He would be dead. And my daughter's 22. Even now, I would still murder him.
Either of us, like if we found out each other's daughters were speaking to an online creep that was in their 40s and they were only 16, we would pick each other up and go have words with him.
With a shovel. Yep. No, not good. All right. No, I think we did good. I'm excited about it. I mean, it's been hard, and this has been a long, because we were learning as we went along with everybody else. And to be honest with you, I do want to really reiterate one thing. We did not contact any of these people.
No.
They contacted us.
Yep.
We did the stream. JF contacted us. He inserted himself. Then we had him on. Then after that, the midwife. Like, I mean, I did put a shout out saying if anybody who knew Laura wanted to talk, please contact me. So they did. They all contacted us. Lindy contacted us. We didn't seek out these people. I'm glad they contacted us. I'm glad that they were able to help fill some gaps that are out there. But this has been a long, draining process. And we don't get, like I said, we don't get paid. We just doing this. And it's a lot. And it's draining. So we're not going to do it perfect, and our streams are going to be fucky, and you're going to ring the bell again. That's fine. Ring that bell. I don't care.
Ring the bell. Can't.
We're not perfect. All right, Holly. I think we should end her. Do you think? Or
Yeah,
do
I think we're done.
You know what, Holly? I know what you needed. You were missing this.
Hey guys, it's Maynard time. Brother.
Holly loves. Yeah, the dogs know that she loves her Maynard. Everybody
My dog's
knows.
losing his mind. Okay, I've got one for you.
All right, is it fun?
Bitch, oh yeah, you want to get inseminated by the author of the revolutionary phenotype? Oh yeah, you want to feel my dick? You want to feel the dick of a real biologist, bitch?
Yeah, he's so fucked up. That was in response. Actually, that was in response to our previous stream. I'm not sure exactly how that fits, Jeff, but you know what? You go for it, bud.
Yeah, I don't
want to feel your dick. No.
No, thank you.
Also, deodorant isn't a bad thing. Nobody wants your pheromones. I know that's what you're thinking. You're thinking that your natural odor is going to attract women. It isn't. Stop it. You're a big boy too, so you're going to stink a little bit more.
Yeah. So, guys, we're going to play the game again. Which is grosser? Fart Maynards
or JF
dick?
I'm going to have to say I'd eat fart Maynards before I'd go down on JF. And like I'd eat them right from the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We all did.
I did too.
But we love you guys, and we had a good time. And if we do ever get like new evidence, or I don't know, the police ever show up or whatever, then we'll revisit it. But until then, we're not going to be touching this anymore because it's too much.
Yeah, I want to talk about stupid Canadian news. I want to talk about I want to talk more about.
We will always do the sub. We will every week though. We will have the our new game show, which is it grosser? Which is grosser, and it's always going to be
that's
whatever it is. And
that's actually been kind of fun.
It is fun, so we will do that one segment, and that is it. All right, Holly, I love you. I think we should see you next Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll see you next Tuesday, and thank you again for the chat. We love you, and
send your letters in to the commissioner, and everybody look for Elora.
Yeah, look for Elora. Yeah, excuse me.
Sorry, Holly. Oh shit! Did I do it again? I did the interrupting. I'm working on it. I'm really bad at it. Okay, Holly.
Okay, good night, everyone.
Holly, wait, Holly, do you want to talk some more? I apologize.
No,
I'm serious. No,
I'm
let's
done
talk,
talking.
Holly.
No, fuck you.
I'm so sorry. I can't
Night,
help
Cringe
it.
Panda. Thank you for coming on the stream.
Yes, good night. Sorry about
Run-
that.
Run
Glad
away.
we cleared it up.
Run away. And a whoa, buddy from
Yeah.
the casino. Love you. Good night, guys. We're
Good
gonna
night,
play our outro.
And we
As
will
I
see
find
some of
it.
we'll see some of you next Tuesday.
I'll see you
Holly,
next
I love
Tuesday.
Holly, I love you. I'll interrupt you next Tuesday.
I know. It's a part of our relationship.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Good night, guys.
Maybe the next step in your healing journey is to go around calling people fucking cunts. That is all for today's therapy session. I'll see you next Tuesday.
We rocked. We rocked. I started panicking though because there's so many pages. I'm like, oh my god,
No,
we're not getting through it. But we did good.
and we rushed it along when we needed to kind of rush it along, which was awesome because it keeps people interested.
Yeah.
I can believe Cringe Panda showed it. That was fucking awesome. And then we're
When
just
she
like, we're on your
submitted,
side, girl.
she submitted eventually. She's kind of a cunt. Like the way she talks online is like harsh. She's very like.
Well, and that's my thing. I was just like, we love you. You're a young lady. You have your whole life ahead of you.
looking out
Don't
for
fucking
you.
waste your time with this loser. Did you
Right.
see that he popped into our stream at the end?
No, did he?
Uh-huh.
Oh no, was it before Maynard's farts?
I think so.
What did he say?
Oh, and yeah, we're still live.
Fuck Ollie.
We're super happy to have Cringe
Ollie,
Panda.
you're an idiot. You're a dickhead.
Why am I an idiot?